guys? Welcome back to the channel for another reaction. We are going back. Feels like we're going back in time to a time where metal was just on the rise. You know, everyone was figuring out what type of sound they wanted to do. A lot of new and up-and-coming bands breaking the genre. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back in time. Not really, but, you know, we're going back to a time where I fell in love with the metal days, when I've truly found my place in the metalcore scene. You know, we're taking it back. One of my favorite, and probably arguably one of the bands that started it all, you know, one of the pioneers of the metalcore genre, and I'm talking about one of the greats, and we're talking about one of my favorite bands of all time, probably from back in the day, you know, that truly introduced me to this type of music. We're talking about the one, the only, As I Lay Dying. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are back with a brand new single, ladies and gentlemen. Out of nowhere, man. I know that these guys have had their controversies. You know, it's been a long time, a roller coaster of a ride for all the band members and the band as a whole. I know their fan base is quite mixed on their overall, you know, history of the band, but you know, I still love them. You know, bands here and there have their highs, have their lows, have their controversies. I know my singer Tim here has done some time in his past, you know, but that can all just be, you know, water under the bridge. You know, I know if you were in a band at that time, it could be a little bit, you know, harder to get rid of. But, you know, I just feel like, you know, sometimes you just got to move past that. You just have to, like, you know, if it is what it is. You know, the man's done his deeds. He's made his mistakes. We've all made our mistakes, you know. But it's hard to come back from that. I know he's been trying his best, you know, just bringing the band back together and just, you know, but a lot of people fell short. And I know it's probably been a lot of stress for the people, you know, trying to keep the band together because a lot of people have been dropped off. So I believe the first one that kind of left the band, you know, that left on his own about a couple years ago or so, was Nick Hippa, lead guitarist. Probably, I think it was the lead guitarist, but my man could shred. You know, he was one of the best in the game when it came to metal guitars, riffs, solos, you know, all of the above. He was a great inspiration to the band as well. He's been around for probably, I think he was one of the original founding members of the band. I don't know, I'm not too sure about that, but you know, I believe he left first. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. I don't know if he joined another band and doing his own thing. I don't know. But then my buddy Josh over on the bass guitar playing, you know, he was probably one of the main inspirations of the band as well. You know, he's the main front man of the clean singing, as well as playing bass in the band as well. But he's the one that really made, like, you know, the band shine, you know, with his clean vocals, the choruses, the catchy beats. You already know. It just, you know, it was a sad day to see him leaving the band as well. I think he joined Spirit Box now. I think he's a bass bassist over there now as well. But, you know, and then believe after that, but then I think a year or two ago or so, I think the drummer actually left too as well, in the middle of the tour, I believe, as well. So it's been a long ride for these guys, and it's just a lot of, you know, probably banging heads, you know, who's leaving, who's not, and it's just, you know, it's been all over the place. But I feel for my man Tim, you know, he's just been trying his best, trying to bring the band back together and just trying to write music again. But, you know, so who knows? I don't know if they got a whole new lineup. I don't know if some people come back for, you know, the single or a couple singles or something like that. But, you know, it's gonna be a new ride for me. It's gonna be a new introduction for me to the band. So it's gonna be like a new fresh take on what these guys have to bring next. But I know Tim, my man, he's just still doing his vocals, still doing his game. And you know, I like him. I like him. No matter what, say what you love him or hate him. No, they're definitely one of the OGs in the metal scene. Definitely one of the pioneers in the metalcore genre as well, in my opinion. But you know, I love these guys. You know, from back in the day, like I said, I loved them from all these guys from Confined all the way up to now. And probably, you know, one of my best favorite albums of all time. I think I've heard them, you know, I've heard most of their albums. I know, I think there might be a couple too that I haven't heard, but you know, just most of them, these are one of my bands that I've heard most of from back in the day. And then when they came back out of the blue, when they first started to come back with the comeback tour, Shaped by Fire album, that one is probably one of the best in my opinion. You know, it just brings the energy, brings the grit, just brings like the modern metalcore feel, and just sounds so good with the tones, guitar solos. It's just so crispy, so clean, so deep, so dirty. It just brings a whole forefront for the band. So I hope they keep that tone, keep that, you know, energy with this new single. And just, I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But it's sadly to say, you know, it is what it is about the members of the band. But I'm just happy to see that they're back, they're kicking, and just still one of my top favorites. So yeah, but before we get started, be sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really help me out. And if you like As I Like Dying just as much as I do, be sure to leave a like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out so much of this, because we're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And also very quickly, be sure to go over and check out my Twitch channel. I'm going to be doing Foley live streams of all these new albums that have been dropping over the past couple of weeks or so. All these new bands are dropping albums left and right, and it's just going to be too much to handle with making all these videos and singles and stuff like that. So I decided I'm going to live stream all these new albums that have been coming out. So let's hang out. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Let's do something different. We're going to do all the albums front to back, throughout the stream. So be sure to come out, check out, say hello, and we're just gonna make it easier that way. So yeah, so be sure to be over there, follow me on that. When I go live, you'll definitely know when that happens. So yeah, but today, as I lay dying, let's get right into it. This is the newest release single titled Burden. Ooh, part 1. You gonna get a part 2? Oh, I'm hyped. Oh, we're back. Oh, bring it in, Tim. Ooh. Oh, change up, okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! Beat it up! And now I carry the weight. So bring in the cleans, baby. Of your burden long enough, and I listen as you fabricate till the truth just fades away. But it's you that starts to take. Back in. So climb the past. Here's those classic bits. While you're in reality, there's only when it's more into that world. You are right now. Oh man, Tim's vocal is just off the charts. Solo piece. And now I carry the weight of your burden long enough, and I listen as you fabricate. Oh, look at that, baby. Till the truth just fades away. Like I said, man, love him or hate him, they still got it. Oh, feel like chant built up. Woo, where we going, boys? Bring in the old school vibe. Oh, bring in the trippies. Oh, solo number 2. Oh, harmonizing. Oh, I'm in. And now I've carried the weight. I'm locked in. Love it. Keep it going, boys. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, As I Lay Dying is back, and they're back better than ever. Oh my god, what a slapper. What a slapper, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, love them or hate them, you can't deny that they're one of the best in the game when it comes to the old school riffage, the old school solos, the melodies, the crispiness, the cleans, the growls. My boy Tim's a beast at his own game. My God, I love him. I love him, man. Just like I said, keeping the old school vibe is there with the fast-paced riffage, the solos, the string picking riffs, the chugs, the tone. It's all there. It's all there, and God, I love it. God, I love it. That's the tone that I fell in love with when I first listened to these guys, amongst other bands, and they're back. They're back, baby. I could just be so excited for these guys. So I don't know if they're gonna come out with like newly singles or stuff like that. I don't know if they're just starting out and bringing out some new music, or they're doing all. They already teased a new album. I don't know. I might have to look into that. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. But yes, like I said, man, Tim has been on a roller coaster over the past decade or so, and it's just you can't deny his vocal capabilities, his range, his screams. After all these years, he's still got it, still practicing, still kicking it. Man, it's just so good to see, man. I know they do their live shows right from the start. You get just to get that classic feel, the open chords, the string picking riffs, the drum tune, guitar chugs. You already know how it is. They did like a beat switch at the beginning there. They started with string picking, then they kind of went to like a two-step vibe with the bass line and stuff like that. Two-step. They kind of went to like a two-step drum beat at the beginning there. I like that. A little bit of a switch beat like that. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of wish they did that again to the second verse there. But you know, then Tim doing what he does on the verses and stuff like that. Still like a beast of a vocalist. And they brought it in with the new cleans. I think it's the same. I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't believe it's Josh, but I know they kind of sound the same way. But I think it's a brand new guy. I don't know if he's from anything. He kind of sounds like he's from Miss May I a little bit. I don't know if they did a little bit of collab there. I don't know, but he kind of sounded me like a little bit of the old school Miss May I type cleans and stuff like that. But I don't know the new people. I don't know. They did change that. They got some new voices. They got some new faces and stuff like that. But yeah, man, the drums are insane as well. The blast beats, you already know, old school vibe, blast beaties, you already know, double bass, off the charts, like I said. And they stuck in like a little solo there, the first verse in there as well. And then they came in with and they stuck in a second solo in there as well before the breakdown. They got two solos in this song. Here we go. I think that's their trademark, because I think on the Shaped by Fire album, I think they did, the double solo kind of thing before on a couple of songs. I think that's the trademark when it comes to music writing. But it's cool. It keeps the crowd going, keeps the energy up. Solos, chuggies, breakdowns, you already know. But on the chorus side of things goes, I know they're normally known for their catchy choruses. Well, I don't believe it's the best chorus in my opinion, but it works. It does its job. It brings out the levels of intensity with the cleans and catchiness and stuff like that. But then they brought it out with the triplet breakdown at the end there. See, that's all you need, guys. That's all you need. Trippies, double bass. That's all you need to make a good hard-hitting smacking breakdown. That's all you need. Trippies and blast beats. That's all you need, because it works. It definitely works with the right tone. But either way, I love these guys no matter what, but I do believe that they're coming out with some new stuff in the near future. So I'd like to see more. I would like to see more on these guys. And would like to know more about the band members, because they definitely have changed out some guys. I don't know if they're just temporary. I don't know if they're full members of the band, but if you guys know anything about these new members, be sure to let me know down in the comments below as well. But I think that the rhythm, the other lead guitarist is still there though. I think recognized his face there as well. But so far as LA Dying, still alive, still kicking, and I'm super excited to see what more stuff these guys have to bring. So yeah, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. So if you're new here, let's go through every single video on the channel. Let's do anyone who's out on a single one. I guarantee that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.